she's a lovely, lovely girl.
She's down to
and
earth.
you seem very smitten, which is great.
Oh, yeah.
Jeez,
I like this. I like you two as a couple.
Lara Bingle and Sam Worthington were first linked back in October 2013. They met at a festival in Central Park, New York, and were introduced to each other by some mutual friends. Sam had actually been at the festival with his friend Gerard Butler when they were introduced. Lara shared, "I was there for a Cotton On event, and he was there with a few of his friends. It didn't take long for sparks to fly between the two, and they started dating. Things moved pretty quickly between Lara and Sam, and she soon fell pregnant with their first child just 9 months later. The couple decided to take the next step in their relationship and planned to get married." Lara recalled telling her mother about their wedding plans. She shared, "I said, 'Mom, I'm going to get married,' and she was like, 'What? You've just met this guy.' But Bingle knew that things with Worthington were different from any other relationship that she had. She'd even admitted that it normally takes her a long time to trust someone, but with Sam, she felt safe with him and knew she could trust him instantly. The couple got married at the end of December 2014, and by then, Lara was already 6 months pregnant.
No, it was very intimate. We just popped into Melbourne, where Sam's family's from, and there was, just our family.
They welcomed their first son, Rocket, in 2015, and a year later, they had another son, Racer. In 2019, Lara was thrilled to announce that they were expecting their third child, and it was going to be a boy. She shared, "It's my third boy, and we're all very excited and very happy." Both Sam and Lara were overjoyed to have a growing family and said that their kids bring joy and happiness into their lives.
I think being a mum is the hardest job in the world, but it definitely is the most rewarding.
Lara also said that she and her husband thrive off having a full house filled with young kids, adding that she was fully aware that it's such a boys' club in my house. In 2020, the couple welcomed their third son, River. However, they were very careful about having their children kept away from the spotlight. Lara commented on the couple's desire to conceal their sons from the public. She said, "Both Sam and I, we understand that it's a byproduct of our profession, and that's fine. But I think when you're taking photos of my son without my permission, that's when it's unacceptable." Although they're both Australian natives, during their first few years together, Lara and Sam made a home for themselves in the US so they could focus on their respective careers. While Worthington's career skyrocketed after the release of Avatar in 2009, Lara built a career for herself as a model and media personality. Sam went through years of homelessness before he landed his breakout role in Avatar. After graduating from the National Institute of the Dramatic Arts, the actor worked as a bricklayer. He struggled so much financially that he had to sell most of his belongings to make ends meet and was even living out of his car. But everything changed after he got the role of Jake Sully in the record-breaking blockbuster film. Avatar launched his career, and Sam finally had enough money to rent a home and regain his financial stability. Since then, Sam's career has only gained more traction. Despite both Lara and Sam's time-consuming and demanding careers, the actor has always been supportive of his wife's endeavors, and she transitioned from model to businesswoman and fashion designer. During a 2019 interview, she gushed over Sam, saying, "My husband really gives me this grounding and support. He's, what's the right word? My anchor. He really calms me and makes me feel secure." Lara added that she doesn't have to put on any decade with him, and their move to America allowed for the couple to live a really normal life. She explained, "From where he was until now, he's a totally different person. Being a dad is his greatest role ever. He's so present with his children and so giving." Throughout his career, Sam has starred in numerous action films and has portrayed a tough exterior to the public. He's always preferred to keep to himself rather than put himself under the harsh Hollywood spotlight. On the other hand, Lara has been more open to sharing some of the details of their relationship and family life. She has always been understanding of his preference to keep things private, and she even described him as a very protective man. But when he's at home with them, he's a real softie.
Is the most important thing, I think, when you
Absolutely.
feel like you're protected and you've got that team,
Yep.
Yeah.
you know, and you're in that bubble.
In fact, Sam is so protective that he was arrested for hitting a photographer that was harassing his wife in 2014.
Sam Worthington is facing up to a year in jail if convicted of punching a photographer during a scuffle in New York. The actor says he was protecting Lara Bingle, who was described as Australia's Kim Kardashian.
The photographer then filed a $5.3 million civil suit against Sam. However, the actor insisted that he was defending Lara after the photographer had kicked her. The suit was eventually settled out of court for an undisclosed sum. In 2021, Lara and Sam and their kids moved back to Sydney so the actor could take on the lead role in the theater production of Appropriate. Even when their work schedules take them across the globe, the family always makes sure to stay together, which is one of the reasons they've been able to make their marriage work for all these years. In fact, Lara shared, "We travel everywhere together and we never have more than 2 weeks apart from each other, and that really works for us." Since then, Sam and his family have settled back into their home country and are loving their low-key life in Sydney. Sam gave a rare insight into his family life and took the opportunity to gush over his incredible wife. Expressing his gratitude for her, he said, "Lara is what you see is what you get. She keeps everybody sane in our family." It seems as though the key to making their marriage work is maintaining privacy around their relationship and family. In fact, according to Lara, Sam doesn't even have social media.
He's never on the phone at dinner, like he's very present, and it's something I've become more, which I love.
For them, it's all about making sure that their family and their relationship comes first. As long as they're together and they're happy, they can't ask for anything else. Lara explained, "My family brings me so much happiness that nothing else really matters. That's just my focus in life. I feel like that's why I'm here, to leave that legacy." Although they've gained immense success with their careers, they get their happiness from being with each other and their children. Lara added, "When you get married and have children, it's not all about you anymore. You have a responsibility to make your family proud, and I really cherish that." The couple has also shared that having more kids isn't off the cards just yet. However, with 3 growing boys in the house, Lara feels like she needs a little bit more time before they have another baby. She said, "I feel like at the moment I need a little bit of a break. I would definitely love 4. The spotlight isn't for everyone, and it's clear that Sam and Lara prefer to keep their lives private rather than share everything with the public. They value what they share as a family and a couple, and with their unwavering support of one another, we're sure that their marriage will be one of the few that break the Hollywood stereotype. Be well and be kind."